was at White Pine from 1957 to October of 95. But in between, I spent 2 years at Pinocchio Iron Mine. So I think like 37 years at the mine, at White Pine, and 2 years at Pinocchio Iron Mine.
I started White Pine in '88, April, and we were done in October of '95. I was in maintenance. I worked on all the mill work, crushers, did a lot of welding, and a smelter too, and a refinery. So I was all over the place in maintenance.
You go through there's this whole area, and mines were throughout this whole area, from way on this end, west of Montreal, to east of Wakefield. There are mines all over the place, deep iron ore mines, whatever. And right now they're drawing water from one of the mines in Wakefield for their water supply. They're talking about water pollution and all these other things. I don't know where you see it, because we all can't see it here. Mines existed for almost 100 years. Anyway, we had half a dozen deep iron ore mines that, to us, we had no problems as far as environmental problems, other than holes in the ground, whatever, which you got to expect without deep iron ore mine. Now with the new laws, everything is reclamation, where you have to restore everything back to its original state. I really don't understand what the big thing is.
But you have to realize with these mines that come in, you got spin-off jobs.
Right.
These guys, they're just called punch bars, like in a smelter in White Pine. This little company in Calumet just made punch bars. They had deliveries 2 or 3 times a week, just making these big metal rods. And another one's like Goodyear would come in with tires. They had a tire shop there for all this heavy equipment. I don't know how much money they spent tires, motors, diesel motors, in Detroit diesels.
Well,
They had maintenance shops, just fixing.
Well,
it's all spin-off stuff.
if you went to White Pine right now,
Yep.
there was a place called the tailings dam where they used to pump the water out of the mine,
Yep.
and they'd be purified, if you want to call it that, so it'd go back into the streams. It was like a lake, huge. If you went back there today, you couldn't even recognize it. It's all been reclaimed and replanted with trees and grass and whatever. And same thing, they would have to propose for that. You couldn't just leave a big hole in the rock.
No.
In fact, there's a lake near Wakefield.
Yep.
It's actually a lake that used to be an open pit mine. It's a lake now, they want to make it a recreational thing. And plant fish, whatever, I don't know what's in there now, but they want to kind of develop that for recreation. It's an open pit mine here. And now they're opening up a copper mine there, nearby there too. But I mean, Michigan, now we got a copper mine going on in Wakefield. That's only 10 miles from here, whatever. No problems, they're ready to get going. Minnesota's going like crazy. They got, I don't know how many taconite mines. And we can't even get one going around here. It's absurd, it's crazy. I don't understand it, I just don't.
Oh yeah, this is what you're going to have when we're done mining. You're not even going to know the difference. We were even here. What's that? It's not
you being not familiar with this area, you can go through all these little towns, other than maybe seeing these stockpiles that we brought to your attention. You'd probably never know that there was half a dozen mines going here, which. And I don't have anything against watching the environment. I think we should. But there's a happy medium where you can deal with the environment and still operate in a good way to preserve. I love the old areas. That's why I live here. But you still also have to work and provide a living for your family.
Right.
You know, we can't just fish for a living. We just can't hunt for a living. We can't snowmobile for a living. We actually got to get a job and work.
If they do it right, who's it hurting? The jobs. Your kids don't have to leave.
Just be nice.
The local businesses will be booming. Your housing will come back. Your stores.
Nobody wants to work in an iron mine or underground or whatever. But that's the only way you can provide a living. That's the resources you got available. That's what you got to do. You know. I wish we had some kind of big industry that you can walk in a plant and do some productive work and make a nice wage and benefits.
And this would be that.
And boy, that'd be great. You bring that here. Don't forget about the mine.
Yeah.
Great now. But bring something else in here then if you can't get a mine. This whole area's been mined. We've mined for 100 years and we haven't got any problems with it. Why should it start now?
You don't have to go very far not to find a miner, put it that way.
Yeah.
That worked that mine down in the past or like recently. You're going to find somebody that worked in a mine. In the family, somewhere.
Well,
they're going to tell you the same thing.
There ain't many things that we can do here, except for mining.
Kids won't have to leave for jobs. That's a big thing right now. What's here for kids out of college, even out of high school. There's zero, you know.
It's a depressed area, no question about it.
We need jobs, there's no doubt, you know. This mine would definitely help the area. Actually,
It's gonna affect us.
Yeah.
You know, some guy over in medicine or God knows where, it doesn't affect them, or guys that are in politics like Julie or Josh or whatever, it doesn't affect them.
Really?
No, I'm for the
just want
project
everybody to
because we
sit
need
down and
it.
get it over with, and let's go forward. How's that?
Well, if the restrictions are too severe, you can't do it, you just can't do
Nobody's
it.
gonna come in here and do it. No.
They got laws that says you gotta do this, that, and whatever, and it's beyond their means, it's not feasible, they can't do it.
You got this whole area up here, and they're saying that it's pristine. It's all been logged or mined at one time in the past, with no regulations of any kind going on in those days. Yet you can go to a creek up here and drink the water, so it's been well taken care of. And with the new rules and everything set here, you know, I see no problem.
You know, we're a dying town without the mine. And even if, you know we have a lot of educated people in the area to take care of that, but even if we didn't have that, the training of these young people to keep them in the area for multiple years would definitely be a plus. 'Cause we are losing.
I don't know how the town feels, that's how I feel.
Okay. Well, how about the rest of you? Is that how?
I think it's the same way. I imagine a few other people feel the same way too.
How can you be represented by people who have never experienced this lifestyle or the mining or anything like that? How can they possibly know what it's like? How does they know what it's like when all these gentlemen lost their jobs in White Pine and had to go for more training and schooling in order to even live, or have to pack up their whole family in their town? They have no clue how any of that feels for any of these people here.
Just give us our mine.
Okay.
We need our people to survive and stay there, definitely.